I'm in one of the most famous regions in all of France, the Loire Valley. I'm Sam Garza with World Travels Today, and I'm here to show you which chateaus to visit, which amazing small quaint towns to stay in, and where to taste some amazing wine. Thanks for joining. Hey guys, I just arrived at my first chateau here in the Loire Valley, and this is the gem of all chateaus in this area. This is Chateau De Chenonceau. It's a very famous chateau. It's also known as the Chateau of the Ladies or Chateau de Dames. Why? Because it housed or was owned by many famous women throughout history. So we're gonna go inside, learn about the origins or the history of the chateau when it was first built. So let's go inside and check it out. Chateau De Chenonceau is a 16th century palace which hovers over the Cher River. King Henry II gave the chateau to Diane de Poitiers, who was his mistress. When the king died, his wife Catherine de Medici removed Diane after she took possession of the chateau. You'll learn more about the drama that took place here centuries ago when you visit this amazing place. I recommend arriving early in order to avoid long lines at the entrance. I just arrived at Anakov Pierre-Auguste. This is a famous winery in a cave just outside of Amboise. So I'm here to learn about the family who through generations have owned this winery. They own 42 hectares in the area that goes all the way to Chenonceau. But we're here now in the cave where the family's great-great-grandfather, by hand, dug through the cave to build this amazing winery. We're about to taste 5 wines from the winery. I'm excited, and this is definitely a must-come visit while you're in the Loire Valley. The staff at the winery delivered a very informative presentation of not only their wines, but the types of grapes that grow in the region. I had a fun time sampling and learning all I could about the process that goes into creating their wines. "500 years ago, Francois I built a small hunting lodge on this location that's right behind me, which is the largest chateau in the Loire Valley. It is Chateau De Chenonceau. It's an amazing chateau, which over the centuries turned into this amazing, gigantic palace. Francois built the hunting lodge here many centuries ago because in the surrounding area you have plenty of game. You have deer, you have boar, and currently this area that surrounds the chateau is the largest fenced-in park in all of Europe. So we're going to go inside and see what this chateau has to offer. You'll need to set aside some time to visit this massive chateau. There are multiple levels with dozens of rooms. You also have the option to rent bikes, carts, and boats in the park. Like many travel books suggest, I base myself in Amboise. I recommend you doing the same. It's a beautiful small town with a lot to offer, and it's ideally located to visit several chateaus. I just arrived at the Royal Chateau d'Amboise. This is a famous chateau. It's a beautiful palace that overlooks the city of Amboise. But what makes this chateau so famous is that this is where supposedly Leonardo da Vinci is buried in one of the chapels that we're going to visit. And Charles VIII originally brought Leonardo da Vinci in his last 3 years of life
to the chateau for intellectual stimulation and to, they considered him just a intellect of the ages. So we're excited to be here, and I'm gonna go check out the chateau and show you what it has to offer. The chapel is named after Saint Hubert, the patron saint for hunters. Originally built in 1493, the chapel was the burial place of the great Italian master, Leonardo da Vinci. Another place you're going to want to visit in Amboise is Chateau de Chenonceau. This is an important chateau because this is where the French king, Francois I, brought Leonardo da Vinci to spend the last 3 years of his life. He was well funded and was able to work on his engineering projects, his paintings, and bring in students so they can learn from him. So let's go inside and learn how this amazing artist spent the last 3 years of his life here in Amboise. Now that I've seen the bedchamber where Leonardo da Vinci died after living 3 years here in the chateau, we're going to head downstairs to the ground floor to view his workshop and see his many projects that he was working on before his death. Visiting Leonardo's workshop takes you back in time. It gives you a sense of his creativity and how he spent his day. I recommend you have dinner at Chez Bruno. Make reservations in advance so you can enjoy your delicious food. After visiting several chateaux, walking throughout the city of Amboise, eating some really good food, a really nice place to have a nice glass of wine is the Vin Amboise. This is a wine shop inserted right in the wall of the chateau. It's a great place to come and have a drink. They will provide you with 3 wine tastings of wines in the local area, and then you can decide whether it be a rosé, a white, or a red that you want to buy a glass or a bottle. They also have snacks. You can buy some cheese, and they also have a little shop where you could buy little trinkets, wine openers. This is a great place to come and visit and relax and have a nice local glass of wine. Another wine shop to visit is Le Cave. They have a good selection of local wines, and the staff is very helpful and knowledgeable. I just arrived in the city of Chinon. This is a city that's just west of Tours. Of course, Amboise is east of Tours. We're going to be here for 2 nights. I'm here for 3 main reasons. I want to visit the fortress of Chinon, which is famous because this is where Joan of Arc came to visit the French king back in the 15th century. I'm also here to taste some wines, and I'm also here to visit and explore the wine festival that's on the 27th of April. I'm excited to be here, and this is a city I highly recommend you come and visit while you're traveling through the Loire Valley. I began my day by exploring the town, and I stumbled upon Le Petit Dilettante Chinon. This turned out to be a fun stop, and I tasted some good local wines. After my stop in the little wine bar, I found the main square here in Chinon, and there is a wine festival, which is really fantastic. You pay €5 for 1 glass, and then you can walk around to the stalls and taste as many wines as you can. There's also some food booths, so let's go inside and drink some more wine. I'm at the Royal Fortress of Chinon. What makes this fortress so historical and why you should come visit is that Joan of Arc in the early 15th century came here to visit the King of France to convince him to allow her to go to Orleans and defeat the English forces. After some convincing, he provided her with some troops and she was able to accomplish her goal. And of course, the rest is history. So this is a must-see while you're in the Loire Valley. The royal fortress sits upon a rocky outcrop overlooking the River Vine. The site has been a fortification since the 5th century, and over the centuries, the castle was built into 3 distinct parts. There are 2 rooms dedicated to Joan of Arc. No painting of her was ever made, but over the centuries since her death, many people consider her a heroic figure. The Loire Valley still has more sites for you to explore, and I hope this video will inspire you to visit France. Thanks for watching, and remember, travel deeper. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're planning a trip to Europe, allow us to design the trip for you. We can provide expert advice to ensure your trip is one you'll never forget. So please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.